Hey everybody, Richard Seller here, back midsummer, hot outside here in Florida. Certainly hotter out on the employment law trail. Always exciting stuff going on around here. Want to share something with you guys that I was actually just, sorry, there was a speck on the camera, that I'm absolutely blown away by. Let me just talk for a minute about our need to be on social media and tell the world of everything going on, and how it can actually wind up costing you money during your employment law litigation. So we live in a world where if your kid eats a vegetable, the whole world needs to see it on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, and we post it. Why? Different story, different day. But let me talk to you about what happens in employment law cases when you settle them. When you settle an employment law case, when we get your case into a position where we get the employer to pay you, they're not paying you out of the kindness of their heart. They're paying you because they want to generally silence or get confidentiality as part of the agreement, okay? So if they agree to a sum of money on your behalf, they're necessarily or generally going to require you to sign what's called the confidentiality provision, which says, here's your money. We're not admitting we did anything wrong. Who cares? But you're going to have to keep this quiet, and you cannot discuss this with anybody. Most common sense, folks, it would dictate that you're not going to go ahead and post a settlement on social media, because what happens is if you post or communicate or disseminate the confidentiality or the details of the settlement to other people, you can not only get sued back for the amount of money they paid you and your lawyer, but also for any attorney's fees and damages that are incurred by them having to sue you. So whereas one day you think you're getting a nice settlement for $50,000, the next day you're paying $50,000 back plus another $25,000 in damages to the other side for breaching the confidentiality. So that's why today, when a good colleague of mine forwarded me what I'm going to show you in a second with the following caption, capital S, capital M, capital H, which means shaking my head. As you can tell, I'm hip, cool, and groovy when it comes to this stuff. I could not believe what it was that I was seeing, but I got to share it with you. So, lesson 1 in employment law confidentiality. If you settle your case, do not ever post something like this. Yeah. I've redacted the names so you can't see the name of the person that sent it and the name of the company. If it wasn't up on the screen long enough, let me just read it to you again. When your attorney calls and says that your former job has agreed to settle your wrongful termination case for $35,000 plus attorney's fees, it's a pretty good day. Laughing hysterically emoji. This emoji. Thanks, winky face. This is going to cost this individual $50,000 for being silly. Folks, listen. We live in a world where we don't have to broadcast every thought that passes through our minds, but certainly not when you agree to a confidential settlement agreement and there's penalties that you sign off on that if you disclose the terms of the agreement, you're going to get sued. Nothing can be that important to brag about that on social media. Keep it to yourself. Take your money and move on with your life. Don't do that. Don't do that. So anyway, I can tell you that my colleague is upset because he just lost out on his attorney's fees as well that he worked so hard to recover, and his client's getting sued. His client's going to get sued, without a doubt. So the employer is paying these employees to stay quiet. So if you agree to stay quiet, please stay quiet. If you breach your confidentiality agreement, you are going to get sued. And if you're silly enough to put it in writing, rest assured you're getting sued. Guys, stay smart out there. Stay safe. If you ever need us, we're here. FloridaOvertimeLawyer.com. Richard at FloridaOvertimeLawyer.com. Email us. Text us. Smoke signals. If you have a question, we're here to help you. Hope everybody's staying somewhat in the air conditioning Have a great day. Good talking to you.